continue getting those trading ideas to you. And now we have Sameet Chavan with us of Angel Broking. Sameet, good morning. Tell us, what is it that you have on your radar in terms of recommendations? We are doing very well in today's session. Which stocks would you like to suggest to our viewers?
Good morning to both of you. We would maintain our optimistic bias on the market, and we would like to go with the flow. Thus, we have all three buy recommendations. First one would be on Petronet LNG. After seeing a vertical fall in last 6 trading sessions, the stock has now managed to find a strong support around its daily 89 EMA, which is placed around 252. And now today we are seeing a good traction with rise in volumes. Thus, we expect this momentum to extend. We have an immediate target of 280 on Petronet, and stop loss would be around 253. Our other buy call would be on Indiabull Housing for a target of 730, and stop loss can be placed at 680. Clearly, from this housing finance, Indiabull Housing would be our preferred pick, and we would maintain our positive bias on this stock. The weekly chart certainly looks good. Recently the stock corrected from its high, but around 760, 680, 670 the stock has a very strong support zone. Thus going forward we expect an immediate bounce towards 730, and stop loss would be 680. Our final call would be on Hindalco. It would be a buy call for a target of 98, and stop loss would be around 83.50. We saw this stock correcting from its higher levels of 100, 105. However, around 86, 88, we are seeing a strong support zone. And if we look at the yesterday's daily candle, it can be termed as a bullish hammer pattern. This pattern has now been confirmed. Thus, going forward, we expect a good move towards 98 in Hindalco, and stop loss can be fixed at 83.5.
Okay, that's a call coming in from Sameet in terms of his top recommendations. Let's get in our last fill of equity trading recommendations then, and we've also got with us Mandar Jamsandekar on the show. Mandar, great going for the equity markets, and you've got a list of buy recommendations from the large as well as the mid-cap space. Fill us in.
Yeah, good morning, Avan. The first stock that I have is Maruti. Maruti, after the fall from 4,700 to 3,200 between Jan and Feb this year, the stock has been steadily moving up, making higher tops and higher bottoms. This short-term trend had a resistance at 3972, which was broken in the intraday trade today. The next resistance now comes in at 4172 and 4179. The intraday chart is also attractive with first an upward sideways breakout at around 9:20 in the morning, and later it formed an up flag at around 10:45. Therefore, a buy with a stop loss at 3960 for a target of 4140. The second stock that I have is State Bank of India. On the end of the day charts, SBI is trading on a crucial support zone. Plus, in the intraday trade, the stock has made a trend change breakout on the 5-minute charts. With this suggests an up move in the intraday trade. Therefore, a buy with a stop loss at 171 for a target of 176. And the last stock that I have is Rushil. This stock is showing strength, outperforming the markets as well as the index. The stock trades at an all-time high and therefore should continue to attract longs. Yesterday on the end of the day charts, the stock has made an up flag formation. This pattern has a target of 439 expected to be achieved in the short term. On the intraday charts today, the stock has a support at 370 and it's also showing good positive momentum on the intraday charts. Therefore, a buy with a stop loss at 368 for a target of 378.
Okay, those are some recommendations coming in from Mandar, but away from equities, let's focus in on commodities as well. And all futures push closer to $50 mark, with US crude hitting its highest in over 7 months after industry data suggested a larger than expected drawdown in US crude inventories last week. Gold dropped to 7-week low, driven by expectations of an early interest rate hike by the US and Federal Reserve, which had in fact boosted the dollar. Gold at this point of time is at 12.24. But get in some strategies from the commodity basket as well, and we have Ajay Kedia, MD and Research Head at Kedia Commodities, joining us on the show. Great to have you with us. First up, if you can suggest your strategy on gold. How is it that you would like to approach gold at this point of time?
Good morning. No doubt, since last week we have seen gold continuously trading with a negative node only. We have seen prices tested almost $1,300 in last month, and since then we have seen a continuous fall on the hope that interest rate hike scenario will be soon in US. Still, we expect as gold is trading with a downside node in international, we have seen breach of 1232. We may see a further fall towards 1210 in international, whereas on domestic side rupee weakness has little bit supported, but overall we expect trend will be remain bearish only. For intraday, we may see a sell near to 29,300 and support should be near to 29,000 level.
Okay, that's a word coming in on gold. Let's also talk about another strategy on crude. Then what are you advising, Ajay?
See, in crude oil, no doubt we have seen a good rally. Last week, the prices were supported after the update from Canada fire. But overall, we expect that the psychological level of $50 on WTI is quite steep. As long as $50 doesn't break, we may see again a range-bound trade between $47 to $50. No doubt today inventory will be incited. No doubt yesterday API data was supportive. We have seen a good gains in earlier session. But as long as $50 doesn't break, we may see another technical correction to the tune of 46 level. But ahead of inventory and OPEC meet that is scheduled on 2nd of this June month, we may see a little bit bounce towards $50 on WTI, whereas on domestic side, we may see a level like 33.50 or 33.80 on upside.
Okay, that's the word coming in from the commodity space. Thanks very much, Ajay, for sharing that strategy, and would like to thank each of our technical experts as well for sharing their top recommendations with us on Traders 20.
And with that, we slip into a quick break right here on the show. Stay with us. We've got BNSN, the stock gain, that's coming up next. And for all of our viewers, if you have any queries, email us on bnsn@etina.tv. Send in an SMS to 58888. Feel free to dial into 02224837111 or even post your queries on our Facebook page and we will address all your stock questions.